Ladies and gents, welcome back. Hang Dong is hanging in the towel, at least with the Liberal Party, it seems. He'll be serving out the rest of his term as an independent, no actual affiliation with the Chinese Communist parties. That would be speculation, of course, on my part. Now we have here him getting a standing ovation from the Liberals in Parliament as he serves his resignation from their party.
Truth will protect us. Our honor and our family will get through this together. Sorry about that. Thank you, Speaker.
Now, of course, I'll get into the rest of his speech in a little bit here. But here from the counter signal, breaking, Han Dong resigns from Liberal caucus amid Chinese interference allegations. Now, this has been a heavy story, and it's not just involving him, but he's the he's the butt of the joke today, I guess. But it is going to get deeper, and it is a much bigger issue than just this. MP Han Dong resigned from the Liberal caucus effective immediately on Wednesday night amid a bombshell allegation that he asked Chinese diplomats to hold off from releasing the Canadian Michaels from prison in 2021. Who are the Michaels? This comes just hours after another intelligence leak suggested that in 2021, Dong advised senior Chinese diplomats to hold off from freeing the two Canadian Michaels who were unjustly jailed by Chinese Communist Party. He's directly telling them, no, hang on to them. Hold on to them. At the time, Canadians Michael Kovrig and Michael Spavor were imprisoned in China for more than 2 years in what was presumed retribution from the Chinese Communist Party after Canada detained the Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou at the request of the U.S. government. Global News reports that according to an anonymous Canadian intelligence leaker, Dong spoke with China's counsel in general in Toronto, Han Tao, advising that he, not to be confused with Baftao, advising him that the Conservative Party would benefit if they released the two Michaels instead of Dong, suggested Beijing show some progress on the matter. Now I have this here, Mackenzie Gray posting this blurb from Global News here.
In February 2021, Michael Kovrig and Michael Spavor had been detained in a Chinese prison for nearly 800 days. But while they languished away, Ontario Liberal MP Han Dong allegedly advised a top Chinese diplomat to hold off on immediately freeing them. Two independent national security sources have told Global News that Dong spoke with China's Consular General in Toronto, Han Tao, and suggested to him that if Beijing released the two Michaels, then federal Conservatives would benefit. How exactly is not clear. Dong allegedly initiated the discussion with the Consul General, where he also allegedly recommended that Beijing offer some show of progress with the two Michaels cases to help benefit the Liberals, according to the two sources. Dong confirmed to Global News that the conversation took place, but he denied he initiated the discussion and says that he advocated for the two Michaels to be set free. At every opportunity before they returned home, I adamantly demanded their release to Canada without delay, said Dong. Any suggestions otherwise are false and are attempts to mislead you, your readers, and slander me. The two Michaels had been jailed in apparent retribution for Canada's detention of Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou. But at the time of Dong's conversation with the Chinese diplomat, the Prime Minister had publicly been calling for their release.
This is an issue that is a top priority.
Trudeau's office says the Prime Minister only learned of the conversation with the Chinese envoy after Dong told PMO. But Dong only informed the Prime Minister's team after Global News reached out for comment.
So I'll leave you the link in the description down below. You can check out this whole video in its entirety. But here we are. According to the sources, Dong told China's Consul General in Toronto, Han Tao, again, not to be confused with Baftao, that freeing the two Canadians would benefit the Conservatives. I'm not sure how that would be the case. How does it benefit the Conservatives by freeing two Canadians that are being detained without trial and without... this is just... if this is true, this is really gross, and it shows just how deep the corruption runs in our country amid political leaders here. Additionally, Dong guided the diplomat to show that there was progress on their cases in order to help the liberals. So let's make this a partisan issue, not about Canadian citizens that are being illegally detained in a foreign country. No, not at all. Dong denies the claims that he initiated the conversation and told Consul General Han not release Kovrig and Spavor, but confirmed to Global News that he did speak with the diplomat. So the conversation did happen, but he's saying that it's not as it was leaked to the media. I raised the status of Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig and called for their immediate release, Dong told the outlet. At every opportunity, before they returned home, I adamantly demanded their release to Canada without delay. Any suggestion otherwise are false and are attempts to mislead you and your readers and slander me. The Prime Minister's office told Global News that if it was not aware of the conversation between Liberal MP and Chinese diplomat until the media raised the issue. Now, why would that lead to the guy's resignation? If it's not true, why would he step down? Why? What's the purpose of stepping down if this is not true? You want to, people step down so that the heat is off of them. The investigations stop going. Is there more to find out about what's been going on with this guy, Hang Dong, and his hand towel over in the Chinese Communist Party? But here's his speech to the parliament, and him saying he's not stepping down. By the way, he's not stepping down from his position as an MP. He's not calling for an election to have him replaced. No, he's stepping down from the Liberal Party. He's going to finish out his term here with full pay in the Canadian government as an independent, just to try to not embarrass the Liberals here.
Thank you, Speaker. I rise on a point of order. I have informed the Prime Minister and the leadership of the Liberal Party caucus that I will be sitting as an independent at the conclusion of these remarks. Mr. Speaker, I'm in your hands as to what happens next. To all my colleagues in the Parliament, media reports today quoting unverified and anonymous sources have attacked my reputation and called into questions my loyalty to Canada. Let me be clear. What has been reported is false, and I will defend myself against these absolutely untrue claims. But let me assure you, as a parliamentarian and as a person, I have never, and I will never, would never advocate or support the violation of the basic human rights of any Canadian, of anyone, anywhere, period. The accusations are false. My family came to Canada for freedom. I have had the privilege of being elected to this House, and I believe I have served honorably and pledge to continue to serve honorably and fulfill my oath of office. I will continue to serve the residents of Don Valley North as an independent member of this House. I'm taking this extraordinary step because sitting the government caucus is a privilege, and my presence there may be seen by some as a conflict of duty and the wrong place to be as an independent investigation pursues the facts in this matter. I will be sitting as an independent so that business of government and indeed the business of Parliament is not interrupted as I work to clear my name and the truth is presented to Parliament and to Canadian people. I am a proud Liberal, and I am proud of the work our government does day in and day out to serve the people of Canada. I also don't want to distract from that important work. Before concluding, I want to assure Mr. Michael Spavor and Mr. Michael Covert and their families that I did nothing to cause them any harm. Like everyone in this House, I worked hard and advocated for their interest as a parliamentarian. The allegations made against me are as false as the ones made against you. To my constituents, I will continue to work on your behalf as your member of parliament. To my staff, I thank you. I know the days ahead will be difficult, but I will be there to support you as we continue to serve the people of Dow Valley North. To my family, and in particular, my parents, who brought us here to Canada, to my wife, Sophie, and my kids, I love you. I thank you for all the support and love you gave me. The truth will protect us. Our honor and our family will get through this together. Sorry about that. Thank you, Speaker.
Yeah, interesting show here with the applause. Thank you, Harrison Faulkner, for posting this video. But yeah, no, interesting show of applause from the Liberals as he steps down while maintaining his innocence and saying that the allegations are not true. If the allegations were not true, I would see that I would assume that the Liberals that you say you show loyalty to would stick up for you. No, but they're happy to watch you step down. But not step down entirely, which I think is an unusual thing for the constituents of that area, the people who voted for the party there, just like in many other situations where people back out of the party. It was the party mostly that people were voting for, not the individual. But let me leave this one up to you guys. It's already 12 minutes into this video, so leave it to you guys. What do you think of this scenario? Should he step down as a parliamentarian entirely? What does this say about his guilt or his innocence? If he's maintaining that he is innocent in this, why would he step down at all? That's the real question here. Maybe have the heat come off of him, or have the heat come off of the Liberals. Maybe he's being ousted by the Liberals themselves because they realize just how toxic this situation is and how bad it's moving across Canada. People are becoming more and more aware of this, despite the propagandistic media that we have that is definitely full bore for the Liberal Party. Anyway, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.